Dry Sea, a poignant animated short film by Yves Bex and Bart Bosser, transports us to a world ravaged by environmental neglect. This isn't a world of lush forests or vibrant coral reefs. It's a stark, unforgiving landscape where the lifeblood of our planet, water, has vanished. The film, through its unique animation style and powerful narrative, throws into sharp relief the devastating consequences of unchecked climate change. Bex and Bossert, with their keen eye for detail and passion for environmental storytelling, paint a haunting picture of a future we must strive to avoid. Their film is a silent alarm bell, a stark reminder of the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems and the urgent need for change. Through the plight of the creatures inhabiting this desiccated world, Dry Sea compels us to confront our own relationship with the natural world. Imagine a place where the ocean floor has become a desert. Cracked and bleached, the seabed stretches endlessly under a relentless sun. This is the reality Dry Sea presents, a world stripped bare, where the once teeming depths are now a graveyard of sun-bleached bones and rusting ships. The air is heavy, thick with the silence of absent waves and the ghosts of marine life. Dust devils dance across the parched landscape, a constant reminder of the winds that now rule this forgotten realm. The sun, an unforgiving presence, bakes the earth, reflecting off the scattered remnants of a once thriving ecosystem. The very air seems to whisper of a time when this desolate wasteland teemed with life, a memory now as distant as a mirage. In this unforgiving environment, survival is a daily struggle. Creatures, adapted to the depths, now cling to existence in the remnants of puddles, the last vestiges of their watery world. Their movements are slow, laboured, their silhouettes stark against the bleached landscape. We see a crab, its once powerful claws now used to scavenge for scraps. A lone fish, trapped in a shrinking pool, gasps for breath as the sun relentlessly evaporates its watery refuge. These are not the vibrant creatures of the ocean depths we know. They are survivors, their bodies and behaviours shaped by the harsh realities of their environment, a testament to the resilience of life even in the face of catastrophe. The film doesn't shy away from the past. Ghostly images of marine life, once vibrant and teeming, now flicker across the parched seabed. We see the spectral forms of dolphins leaping through long evaporated waves, a school of fish shimmering through a vanished current. These are not mere visual flourishes. They are poignant reminders of the biodiversity lost, the intricate web of life extinguished. The skeletal remains of a coral reef, once a kaleidoscope of colours, now stand as a stark reminder of the vibrant ecosystems we risk losing. These ghostly echoes serve as both a lament for a lost world and a warning about the fragility of our own. Section 5. Nature's Warning, the Impact of Our Actions. Dry Sea is not a film of overt environmental preaching. It doesn't need to be. The imagery speaks for itself, a powerful testament to the devastating effects of climate change. The dried-up seabed is a direct consequence of rising temperatures, the lack of rainfall, and the depletion of our planet's most precious resource, water. The film subtly highlights the scientific realities of our changing climate. The bleached landscape reflects the increased albedo effect, where less sunlight is absorbed by the Earth, leading to further warming. The absence of clouds, a result of disrupted weather patterns, intensifies the sun's glare, baking the Earth and making survival even more precarious. These visual cues, woven seamlessly into the film's narrative, underscore the urgency of addressing climate change before such scenarios become our reality. Section 6. A World in Beige and Brown, the animation palette of Dry Sea. The film's animation style is as stark and unforgiving as the landscape it portrays. The arid, desolate environment is brought to life through meticulous attention to detail. Bex and Bosser deliberately limit their colour palette, using muted tones of beige, brown and grey to convey the sense of desolation and loss. These colours are not just a stylistic choice, but a narrative device. The absence of vibrant colours, so characteristic of life, amplifies the feeling of emptiness and serves as a visual metaphor for the ecological devastation. The muted tones reflect the lifelessness of the environment, making the viewer feel the weight of the barren world. Yet within this muted palette, the animators manage to imbue their characters with a surprising degree of expressiveness. The subtle shifts in colour and shading bring out the emotions and struggles of the characters. The crab's struggle, the fish's desperation, are all conveyed through subtle shifts in posture, the flicker of an eye, the desperate scrabble of claws on dry earth. These small, almost imperceptible movements tell a story of survival and resilience. The limited colour palette, rather than being a constraint, becomes a powerful storytelling tool, forcing us to focus on the character's plight and the subtle nuances of their movements. It draws the viewer's attention to the intricate details and the emotional depth of the animation. The barren landscape, devoid of life and colour, serves as a stark backdrop to the character's journey. It is a world where every movement, every gesture is magnified against the vast emptiness. In the reflective eyes of the cricket, we see the desolate environment mirrored back, a constant reminder of the harsh reality they inhabit. This reflection adds another layer of depth to the storytelling, making the animation not just a visual experience, but an emotional one as well. Section 7. Breathing life into desolation, the art of movement. Dry Sea is a testament to the power of animation to convey complex emotions and narratives through movement. The animators breathe life into this desolate world, not through dialogue or narration, but through the subtle, almost painful movements of the creatures inhabiting it. We see the crab's agonizingly slow progress across the cracked earth, each movement a testament to its dwindling strength. The fish's desperate gasps for air, its body contorting in the shrinking puddle, speak volumes about the fragility of life in this unforgiving environment. These movements, meticulously crafted and imbued with a sense of realism, draw us into the creature's struggle for survival, eliciting empathy and understanding without uttering a single word. Section 8. A story told through silence. The power of visual storytelling. One of the most striking aspects of Dry Sea is its silence. There is no dialogue, no musical score, only the ambient sounds of wind whistling through the skeletal remains of ships and the crunch of the crab's claws on the dry earth. This creates an eerie, almost haunting atmosphere that draws the viewer in, making them feel as if they are part of this desolate world. This deliberate absence of sound amplifies the sense of isolation and desolation, forcing us to confront the stark reality of the film's message. The silence becomes a character in itself, telling a story that words could never fully capture. The silence is not empty. It is filled with the unspoken stories of the creatures that once inhabited this world. Each frame is a canvas, painted with the echoes of a past life, a life that struggled and ultimately succumbed to the harshness of its environment. It speaks of loss, of resilience, of the desperate struggle for survival. The visuals convey a narrative of endurance, of the fight to hold on to life in the face of overwhelming odds. The filmmaker's decision to let the visuals speak for themselves is a powerful testament to the power of visual storytelling, allowing the audience to connect with the film's message on a visceral, emotional level. This method of storytelling transcends language barriers, reaching out to the core of human experience and emotion, making the story universally relatable and profoundly impactful. Section 9. Ripples in the Sand. The enduring message of Dry Sea. Dry Sea is more than just a film. It is a profound narrative that speaks to the core of our existence. It's a call to action, urging us to rethink our relationship with nature and the environment. It's a stark reminder that the choices we make today will have a profound impact on the world of tomorrow. The film challenges us to consider the long-term effects of our actions. The dried-up seabed serves as a powerful metaphor for the consequences of inaction. A future where the very essence of life, water, becomes a distant memory. This imagery is a wake-up call. The film's message is not one of despair, but of hope. It emphasizes that change is possible if we act now. By highlighting the resilience of life, even in the most unforgiving environments, Dry Sea reminds us that it's not too late to change course. The film shows that life finds a way to endure. Just as the crab continues its struggle for survival, we too can choose to fight for our planet's future. Every action we take, no matter how small, can create ripples of change. These ripples can lead us towards a more sustainable and equitable future. The film encourages us to believe in our collective power to make a difference. The enduring message of Dry Sea is clear. We have the ability to shape our destiny. It is a call to embrace our responsibility and take meaningful action. The film inspires us to look beyond the present and envision a future where harmony with nature is restored. We must act now, for the sake of our children and the generations to come. The time to make a difference is today. Together we can create a legacy of hope and resilience, ensuring that the message of dry sea endures for years to come. Let us be the changemakers, the guardians of our planet, and the champions of a brighter, more sustainable future. Section 10. A call to action, protecting our blue planet. Dry sea leaves us with a profound sense of responsibility for the planet we call home. It's a cinematic wake-up call urging us to protect our oceans, conserve water, and reduce our carbon footprint. The film's message resonates long after the credits roll, prompting us to examine our own relationship with nature and inspiring us to become better stewards of our blue planet. The fight against climate change is a collective one, requiring global cooperation and individual action. By supporting sustainable practices, advocating for environmental policies, and raising awareness within our communities, we can all contribute to ensuring that the desolate world depicted in Dry Sea remains a fictional cautionary tale and not a glimpse into our future. The time to act is now, before the tide of destruction becomes irreversible.